I'm gonna get off because I don't know why I'm on.
Oh, there you are, Dr. Dial.
Oh, Sam.
But wait, they haven't told me they didn't set us out. That's okay. We're having Long Island teas at break. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Where are you? I'm looking. That's a wooden background.
Hey, I'm at the hospital. My sister's having a baby right now, so I'm trying to be quiet. Sorry.
I thought you were in California.
No, I'm not. I'm still in Hammond.
Okay.
In Baton Rouge.
Okay. Well, great. Glad to have you logged in.
Hey, Haley Hodson.
I didn't see her back there.
I just see her little head.
You told me to hit open link, but it's obvious that the link is open. We're doing this class because we're doing it this way, so where someone had to be in Wisconsin the whole time, they could do the work, they could attend the lectures, participate in discussions, and get the same benefit as if they were here in person. But it also provides an opportunity for people who want to do the in-seat learning, the chance to participate in discussion live and take notes, and because everybody has a different learning style and learning aptitude. And so we wanted to try this semester and see how it works. We're going to go ahead and start because in 30 minutes I have to close this one out and open up the second because the Zoom only goes for like 30, 35 minutes. So allow you to have a meeting unless you pay some big crazy fee. The first thing I want to do is welcome anyone. I'm sure there'll be some others jumping in, and we're going to go to. There's supposed to be a green thing up there. Hold on a second.
That was the classroom. She was gone. So I don't know if you saw that I-10 was closed because there was multiple accumulators on fire. My mom texted us, please tell me what's on the I-10 bridge. I said, no, I'm in Monroe, Garrett. I'm in my bed.
I'm going to minimize y'all for a second. Oh, you can't minimize. Okay.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be a finger can hit and it's supposed to be green at the top.
Oh.
What?
Caroline's coming to the realization of a few things, Dr. Dial.
Just figuring out how all this online stuff works.
Okay. Let me see if I can try one more time.
Why you not?
It's supposed to be. Does anybody know where it is?
Go back to your Zoom.
It's supposed to be shared.
You'll say you have to share the screen.
Yeah, click here to launch the meeting.
Right, you already launched, but
Okay. Share. Here you go. Basic. There you go. That's it. It means it's working. Thank you. Did we lose it? Oh, that was there. Okay. Okay. We're going to go to here. Up here.
I don't love that.
Okay. Did somebody just join in?
Don't think so.
Okay, finally got it. Okay, the basic introduction starts pretty simple. The main thing is that by the time you get to the end of this course, you should feel confident and be able to demonstrate the skills that enable you to respond at a professional level about the organization of higher education, about how it's financed differently, how it's structured differently based on its history, the demands of the state, local communities, et cetera, et cetera. And so this section of the syllabus has you'll be able to demonstrate, it tells you what you're going to get out of the course. And those things that are identified that you're going to get out of the course, if you go to the program website, there's a web link to the U.S. Department of Education for the Occupational Outlook Handbook. And it states that higher education staff positions will be one of the top 20 growing job markets in America for the next 15 to 20 years. But they want people who can function in a staff position, who understand the theories behind student development, understand things about organizing classes, using technology. And I can just tell you, during your lifetime and career in higher education, you're going to have a lot more technology involved than what was present in mine. There are 4 basic things. Those of you who have had me before know I don't give a test for the sake of giving a test. I evaluate your competence in learning based on the quality of the work that you submit for the course. So it's important that you look at the work you have to do, and it's a lot, and organize it and make sure it fits your time schedule during the semester. And so, because there are 4 major things, each, I'm now on page 3 on the course content requirements. Each student will develop a formal report and presentation outline on specific a state, a country, or an entity. When I say an entity, I mean like private, enterprise, higher education, or the military colleges have their own system and operation. It's going to require you to do a lot of research. And then after you have your report ready, you're going to do a presentation to the class. You'll either do it here in person, or you'll do it from a remote location like these people are. They could just as well, I don't know what we have to do to get Lawrence in, pictures in. Yeah. Lawrence, what's that?
He's there. He's just locked his.
Okay. And so there's going to be some dates, and I'll show you in about page 6, there's going to be a schedule where you can be able to pick when you do your presentations. I want you to pick based on what you know, what you have for family commitments, job commitments, because it needs to be your best work, because that's your exam. And you don't want to just wait till the last minute, because none of these assignments can be done at the last minute. Each person will present their work in about a 20-minute presentation, and then 5 minutes to 8 minutes for questions. So at the most you'll have is about 30 minutes to present your work. Each student will complete an annotated bibliography of at least 30 sources. That's going to be the instructions for the annotated bibliography are included in the back. In fact, let me back up and go for the state report. Oh, let me move forward, I mean. Oh. Here's the information about the state reports. You have to have at least 20 resources. It includes all the different things you have to have. The one thing you have to do soon is pick what state or entity you're gonna use. So far, the following states have been claimed. Sydney took California. Let me get to the page. Lawrence took Japan. And a new student named Matthew has taken Texas. We can pick any of those 3, and I go, whoever wants to select it first, we do it. Now, when it comes to doing your annotated bibliography, don't take this as an insult, but I know if I was doing this, I would do my annotated bibliography on the same sources I'm going to need to use for my state report. Or if you're approaching the practicum for your program, if you're at the point where this is one of the final classes you're taking, and you know you're going to have to do a review of literature for your practicum, use this time to build the information that you're going to need to complete an introduction and review of literature for your practicum topic. So if you selected your practicum topic, pick a topic that's going to support development of that or your state report. Either one will help you build. Yes?
That's it, Brazil.
Sure.
Okay.
She's got Brazil. She claimed Brazil.
Can I claim one?
You claim what?
Can I claim Florida?
Sure.
Thanks.
Okay. Be careful what y'all ask for.
Well, is that a bad choice?
No. I went to Florida State to be first.
I don't know, Dr. Dahl. You're kind of confusing me now.
Okay. The hard paper copies on the syllabus you see for the state report. For the state report. At least 20 sources. Part 1 of your report will identify the entity of study. The introduction will include a review of literature. So again, you can do your review of literature based on the annotated bibliography. Use the same sources. Then you're going to present an overview of higher education in that state of that entity. You're going to write about the structure, how's it financed, and what's the government administrative structure. When we come back on September 16th, I'm going to present different administrative structures and organizations for different types of universities to sort of give you an overview on that. Today, we're just covering the syllabus. The annotated bibliography. There's instructions on here because each of your sources, you ought to be able to present what you have to present about each source in about a paragraph or two. It's not a 50-page report. It's an annotated bibliography, which means you're going to not only quickly report on the information, you're going to report on the quality of the information, the authenticity of the work that's done, the quality of the presentation by the authors, and whether it's something that's going to be useful. So this gives you an example of, they have a sample site here, and this is the grading rubric, so that there's no surprises. Okay. Anybody have any questions?
So we do the annotated bib, and then the state thing is like a different one.
Yes, or you could take your annotated bibliography to help. You could do your annotated bibliography on sources about your higher education in your state, okay. Or you can do the annotated bibliography to support what you're doing for your practicum if you're at that point in the program.
Okay.
It can be either one. Okay. The other thing is that there's a reflection. There are 5 presentations, whether it's the one today or the 1 in 2 weeks. In the presentation, we're going to be it's going to be page. There's a meeting schedule that I sent y'all in a separate file. It's also included in here. It looks like this. For those of you on, this is the page here. You're going to need to write 5 reflective pieces, and this is not anything that's long. The reflective reports are very simple. They were 2 points apiece, and they're going to discuss one of the presentations. It's either going to be one of the presentations I make or a guest lecturer makes, or one of the presentations that your fellow students make. Okay. because you're going to have the opportunity to participate and make a quality report. And it's going to be your understanding of the content presented, what you learned that could help you in your state report presentations, and questions or topics clarified by the presentation. It's 150 to 200 words a piece. I normally don't put limitations because people generally shoot for the target. And so the point I'm trying to make is that it's not a major report. It's not a major report. Then we have the book review. The book review is probably the thing most of you read. It's not a report, it's a review. And there are specific questions in the bibliography itself that tells you what you're supposed to be able to address. In the book review, have specific questions you're supposed to ask. This is a one. It's going to provide you about 20 different questions you can answer. I don't expect you to answer every single question about the book. The main thing is that you give a general overview, give a statement identifying the essential information about the book. What's the author's purpose in writing it? Is it an opinion book or is it based on hard research? And so if you just read through this before, I would suggest that you read through the instructions on doing the book review before you read your book, because you're going to have those aha moments when you run across it in the book. You'll start understanding the theme of the book. What's the expertise of the authors? What's the relevance to the topic of higher education that you're studying? And again, I would choose a book that's going to of interest to you, that's in the profession. Run it by me before you start, because I want to make sure you're on the right track. But if I was you, I would choose a book that's going to help you with the practice. Build on your research. You should be every course that you take in this program, when you have a research report to do, it should be linked to what your practicum topic's going to be, because that way you're producing usable work that can help you develop future assignments. The dates and deadlines, I tried to break it up to make the deadlines for things to be done one assignment, one major assignment each month. This aggravates some students, but I don't get all bent out of shape if something's turned in 2 weeks early or 2 weeks late. The timeline that I put in place is because I'm telling you, if you wait till November to get your things done, you're not going to have enough time to do a quality presentation or a quality report. Some of you had me last semester, and I'd send things back to you and say redo it again. The main thing is I'd rather you tell me you have to turn it in a week later. It would be your best work than to turn it in and have it be a bunch of jumbled information that's not very coherent. Because again, the purpose of you taking this class and enrolling in this program is that when you get out, you'll be able to walk into a room of a president of the university, and he goes, "Oh, you're from Louisiana. Tell me a little bit about the structure of higher education, how it works there." And you'll be able to speak with confidence. You'll be able to explain what's happening not only in Louisiana, but state or government or country or agency that you've selected. You'll be able to cite research because you've done it for your annotated bibliography. You've done it for your book review. You've had guest presentations, and then you add the other presentations from the other courses, and before you know it, you have a pretty good base of knowledge that you can use to advance your career down the road. Now, let's look at the schedule sheet. If we run out of time, I'm just going to start the second session. I don't know how much time we got left.
So Dr. Dial, how many presentations do we have to give?
2.
Okay. So one on the book review and then
1 on your state report.
okay.
Okay. The next time we'll be doing a presentation live, and here will be on the budgeting process. I or someone from a higher education entity in the state is going to come and do a presentation on how higher education is funded in Louisiana. We're presenting Louisiana because you're going to be doing that research for the rest of the states. On October 7th, we'll talk about organization administration. And these other dates are the dates when you can do your state report or your book review. If you're the type of person who would rather do your book review first, then have it be the last thing, or if you want to do your state report first, just organize your efforts to fit your time schedule. The main thing is that you get things done with quality work product. I'm always available via email. If you call my office number and I don't answer, leave a message because it rolls over to an email to me and then I answer back. I'm usually pretty quick about the latest you're going to have the next day before you hear from me. I also don't mind meeting with people via electronically or in person to discuss specific topics about higher education. The main thing is that you organize what you're going to do. The dates and times, I'm not going to assign these. You're going to go back, take some time over this next week to organize how you're going to approach those 4 assignments. And then you're going to come up with a plan, and you're going to be able to tell me, are you going to do your book report on the 21st October, October 28th, November 11th, or December 2nd? Or are you going to do when are you going to do your state report? And I go those assignment dates based on first request, first assign. Just like we have 5 states. I know Brazil and Florida are gone now, but you have the list of the other states in your thing. If you're not ready to select it today, just email me back. But remember, the longer you wait, we have 15 people in this class. They may select the state or the country that you're doing. Okay, do we have any questions about the syllabus? No? Any questions out there?
I think I'm good for now.
Okay. Lawrence, I can't see you, but I assume everything's okay.
He said everything is good.
Oh yeah, he just typed everything is good. Hey Lawrence.
All right. Do you have any concerns or worries about it, or information you want to ask about it?
You have office hours.
I'm generally here between 8:30 and 5, but I'm running all over campus to meetings all the time. The best thing to do is, if you know you need to come see me, just send me a quick email or text, because I carry this with me all the time, except for when my grandson takes it away from me at home. But I have him trained it. If someone calls or sends a message, I show him how to do that. And then he looks at me like, Grandpa, I know about this phone. He's 8. And he tells me all the time, give me the phone, I'll fix it for you. It's true, little kids are really good at managing those phones. So you're going to go back, take a look at, if you haven't picked your practicum topic, I'm welcoming you to come in or email me and let's discuss that and see if we can narrow down to at least a general area so that you know how to organize your research that you're going to do for this class. There's nothing that stops us from having, if there's one particular point that 5 or 6 people are confused about, there's nothing that stops me from calling a quick electronic meeting where we can either communicate back and forth on email or in person or via Skype or Zoom like we're doing here. The one thing I do want to impress upon you is that by the time you get to the middle-aged part of your career, the technology we're using today is going to be completely obsolete. There's no doubt in my mind that we're going to have little holograms. Press a button or call out a code and the hologram's going to pop up and you're going to have somebody lecturing and talking about it. And in presentations, like someone will be doing a presentation on the University of Peru in a 3-dimensional or 4-dimensional picture of the site of the university through the top on the wall, on your watch, on your car thing, whatever cars are going to be. And so what we're trying to do is get you used to using technology, not that you don't use technology, but use technology in a way that you haven't maybe used it before. Because I can tell you the one thing that older folks like me who have close senior level administrative positions or have senior level administrative positions, we're always looking for someone to take our ideas and go develop a presentation, come back and work with you on it, and then we make it fit. They call those, in the old days, they call those speech writers. They call those schedulers. They call those staff assistants. And we're going to see more and more and more, but I don't see anything with technology getting stronger. But one thing I will tell you is I think the big movement towards online has slowed down because lots of people realizing that we're producing graduates who may know information but can't apply it, can't communicate well, or not willing to be flexible. If I sit in a room and learn from a book, it's only me learning from a book what I think it means. Whereas if I have the opportunity to discuss it live with other people, then we get to push and shove back and forth about where we think things are going to happen. Sort of like the case studies that those of y'all were in 515 last semester. And so make it enjoyable. I can tell you if you wait too late, it's going to be miserable. But it's also something that I think that as you do it, you're going to develop a certain level of confidence that even if you get asked about, suppose you have Texas and your boss says, I need information about how to do this in Colorado. Because you've been through the research process to research what they do in the state, you're going to have an organized basis to take off from. And that's what it's all about. It's not just teaching the information, it's teaching you how to use it technological wise as well as information wise. Oh, well, thank you. The next one's going to be, and we'll send you a bill in the morning. Okay, and there's all kinds of these out there. They're to the point now where in medicine, they're Skyping health checks. You know, the patient comes in, stands up in a room, the doctor says, lift your arm and zoom in on, and they have the patient describe what's going on. They take the temperature, so they touch a keyboard on the computer, and the computer reports the temperature and the blood sugar count, and the cholesterol count, and all that stuff. That's how they're handling rural medicine in rural communities in America. It's just going to be more and more. Any questions? Okay. People that are online, don't forget if you haven't claimed your states already, but I think you have. We have Brazil claimed. We have, what was the other country?
Florida.
California.
And Lawrence has Japan.
He's so
Okay.
He
quick.
said Japan.
What's that?
He just said Japan in
he
the
just
chat.
said Japan.
I wonder why we can't see it. Okay, we're gonna, unless y'all have questions, we're gonna log out. Y'all have any questions?
So when we pick a state, we just email you?
Email me and I'll confirm that somebody else hasn't taken it.
Okay, cool.
All right. Now let me see what I'm supposed to do to save this. Okay, stop share. Thank you. Y'all take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.